6 signs that your family is causing unhealthy stress in your life. We've already done one video about signs of a toxic family. We know that families all function and have some dysfunction, but are they causing you stress in a way that's negatively impacting your life and which can negatively impact your health long term? Did you know that stress is the #1 leading cause for disease in the world? It is because stress reduces your immune function and it really kills you from the inside out. All right, so today I'm going to give you 6 signs that your family is causing unhealthy stress in your life and what you can do about it without exploding your family relationships. If that sounds of interest to you, I want you to stick around. But first, will you check and see if you're a subscriber here? And if not, just click that subscribe button, the bell if you see that, and give me a thumbs up to let me know that you're here, you're watching, and that you like this topic so we can do more things like this. I'll be right back.
GILD Coaching. More success, less stress.
Families are great. I absolutely adore my family. I'm married to a sweet, sweet man who's my husband. We have 5 beautiful kids. And you know what? We all have in common. We are human and we are imperfect. And I understand that all of our life together isn't going to be puppies and kittens and rainbows, but we will come to bumps in the road now and again, right? I get that. But some families have patterns that are toxic, and we talked about that in a recent video. And if those toxic patterns are to a level that it causes you a lot of stress, then that can negatively impact you years down the line. It can cause heart disease, different immune function disorders. So you want to make sure that you're getting your stress in line. So today I'm going to go through 6 signs that your family is really stressing you out. And you're going to want to stay till the end of this video because I'm going to give you one bombshell truth bomb, one truth for you at the very end that can really help piece all of this together. Okay, so I always encourage everybody to get a pen and paper and take some notes. And if you don't have notes, then just use the comments section because digital notes that you can't lose. No worries, they'll always be here. Okay, the first sign that your family is causing you stress that's really unhealthy is if there are arguments all the time. Is it tumultuous? Do people constantly butt heads? And do you find yourself starting arguments with people just for not really any reason? When you're around people who cause you to be stressful, then filled with stress, then you end up being more tense and more rigid, more likely to fight back, kind of in that fight, flight, freeze, or fawn continuum. It used to be fight or flight, and they've added 2 more: fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. So when you're in that tension, that stress pattern, you sometimes will bite back really easily and many times for no reason. So you're going to want to watch your own patterns there. Also watch for the people around you, because if they're arguing, that also increases your tension. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's an unhealthy level of stress. It depends how you interpret it. The second sign is that you become physically ill when you're around them. You develop headaches really easily, maybe upset stomachs. Maybe the day after you've been with them, you develop diarrhea or something of that nature. Our body does respond to the environment around us, and that includes the people who are around us. So you're going to want to watch your physical responses. Do you start to have, aches and pains when you're around them for defined periods of time, or even ahead of a known visit? Do you start to feel, that sick to your stomach is very, very common there. Also headaches, tension, sore neck, things of that nature. So you're going to want to watch both before you see them, knowing that you're going to see them, while you're with them, and then the time period afterwards. Are there any health anomalies in there? Are there any strange occurrences that don't happen when you're alone or with other people? Okay. What about avoiding each other? If you find yourself taking a different route so you don't have to drive past somebody's house, or if you find yourself looking down at your cell phone's caller ID saying, oh, that's my brother, I just can't even deal with him right now. That is a sign that these people involved cause unhealthy stress. So watch and see your natural reaction. I'm not saying anything's bad about avoiding people. That's part of having healthy boundaries if you do it the right way. But it's just a sign to you that unhealthy stress levels could come from your interactions with these people. Number 4, how's your self-esteem doing? Right now, you're watching this, you're investing in yourself, and congratulations for taking time to watch a personal development video. So I know that you're here and you're investing in yourself. So how do you feel about yourself right now? How's your self-esteem? Feel pretty good? Self-care? Everybody's always talking about invest in your self-care, and you're doing that right now? Good job. You probably feel pretty good. Do you feel this good when you're around them? What does your self-esteem do? Do you start questioning yourself? Do you change the way that you speak? Do you change the clothes that you wear? Do you change anything about yourself to suit their needs? That is a huge red flag. That's something that I did for years with my family. And it just wasn't healthy. Every single time that you change something about yourself to suit others, you are telling yourself, you're telling your subconscious mind, I'm not good enough. This thing about me is wrong. We need to shift this. You don't need to shift it. You need to figure out how to fix the disconnect there so that you can live your authentic life. Another thing, number 5, another thing to keep in mind, do your eating habits change when you're around them, or do your sleeping habits change? Do you find yourself wanting to sleep more because you're so exhausted being around them, or sleeping less because your brain's just running a marathon trying to make sense of your interactions? That's a big sign as well. You don't want to have eating and sleeping patterns that change a lot because that's not healthy for you. You should be on a healthy pattern with each of those things. That also has to do with boundaries. If you want any help making your boundaries perfectly healthy, that's what we do at GILD Coaching. So look in the video description and find that link for our boundaries program. Click that and reach out to me. You can also email me and ask me questions, and I'm here for you anytime. And number 6, are people critical of each other? Are they cutting each other down? Are you critical of them? How does that go? You know, do you find what's wrong with the other person and point it out? And when pointing it out, does it have the feeling of pointing it out because it's for their greater good with positive intention, or are you just trying to rag on them, or what? You know, if you tell a friend that they have spinach in their teeth, there's 2, let's just imagine that we're talking about family. So let's say you're at the family dinner table, and one of the members of your family has a big piece of spinach right here, just stuck. It's making their pearly whites look really gross. And there's 2 ways, basically, to tell that person they have something. You can give them a little signal that nobody else might pick up on. Or you can be like, hey, Sydney, you got a big nasty piece of spinach in your teeth, so everybody else gets to laugh at that person's expense. Well, that lowers you, or lowers whoever would say that, and it lowers them, so it's a breaking down. So if people are highly critical of each other, that also increases that stress response in your body, the tension, and you need to get away from that. If you need help working through any of these, please reach out to me. info@gildcoaching.com comes to me and goes to my assistant. I'll be happy to respond to you. And if you do need help in these, it is a sign that you do need some coaching, you do need some mentoring, and help building up your mental and emotional intelligence foundation. So come to us and we're happy to help. Look into your personal experiences, your unique universe that makes up your whole world, and we'll be here for you. Now, if this video has been of help to you, please go ahead and give us that thumbs up, and then check and see if you're a subscriber. If you didn't already subscribe when I asked you the first time, do that now and hit that bell. So what the bell does is it just gives you a notification. It puts us in your feed on YouTube so that you find out the next time that we drop a video that can help you live a happier and more successful life with lower stress and more sense of personal fulfillment. We'll talk to you soon.